This is the story of two Interact clubs sponsored by the Rotary Club of Princes Risborough in Buckinghamshire in the UK. Princes Risborough lies at the foot of the Chiltern Hills, about 40 miles northwest of London, between Aylesbury and High Wycombe. The population of Princes Risborough is about 10,000 and the Rotary Club has 57 members. One of the Interact clubs in this film is at the Princes Risborough Secondary School and the other at the Royal Grammar School for Boys in High Wycombe. The Interactors are involved in lots of activities and in supporting community events. In particular, they organise events to raise money for charity.
Since I've been in Interact, I've helped with many things, such as a dementia cafe, which is to help the local Princes Centre, which is near our Princes Risborough School. I've done a sponsored dragon boat race, which raised money for the Royal London Air Ambulance. I did a Pudsey raffle, which raised money for children in need. We did a cake sale just to raise general money for Interact that we could spend on raising money for others.
Each year we do a local project and a project abroad. This year we decided to do shelter boxes to help out people in the Philippines because of the disaster that happened over there. Shelter boxes, it's a tent essentially which is strong, like resistant to the strong winds and harsh weather. And it also includes tools to help them rebuild their house, even cooking equipment for them to get by.
As part of their fundraising, the Interactors have raised money, for example, for Children in Need, Help for Heroes, Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, the British Heart Foundation, schools in Africa, charities for disabled children, charities for the homeless and many more. As well as organising events themselves, Interactors have also been involved jointly with Rotary in other community activities locally, such as the Cop Hill Vintage Car Rally, firework nights, Christmas fairs, local festivals and outings and parties for young carers. At each school, the Interactors meet formally every week for half an hour, usually during a lunch break, where they are joined by a local Rotarian to help and support their plans. There are also a number of additional meetings depending on the progress of particular projects. For the past 4 years, about 25 young people per year from each school have become Interactors and have participated in the activities of the club. The membership is refreshed each year when older students leave and new students are recruited by existing members. When new Interactors join, they attend an induction dinner at the Rotary Club. Also, Interactors who are school leavers are presented with certificates of appreciation from Rotary.
The interaction with the Rotarians has developed over the 4 years, and I think it'd be fair to say that at the beginning it was a project understandably led by the Rotarians, but one of the key things that they've been very good about is actually giving away the responsibility to our youngsters. As our youngsters have grown in understanding and confidence, they now take the lead in the whole project, and most importantly the Rotarians are there to be facilitators and supporters.
I firmly believe in the principles of Rotary, and I've introduced Interact into this school because I believe the young men here will fulfil their obligations in society if they understand more about what Rotary is all about. The support the boys receive from the local Rotary Club, Princes Risborough, is absolutely crucial to their development and understanding of what Rotary is all about. We have members from the Rotary Club who come in on a weekly basis to advise the boys, listen to them in their meetings and support them through all their challenges. And I am very grateful for all that they have committed. I'm immensely proud of what the boys have achieved. They've raised significant money in helping both local community support groups and also those internationally. And of course they have raised recently £1,000 to provide 2 shelter boxes for the dreadful situation in the Philippines. I think that is a tremendous achievement by the boys and I'm immensely proud of it.
In the summer of 2013, both clubs took part in a sponsored dragon boat racing event, raising money for the air ambulance and for other charities sponsored by Rotary.
My name's Kate Whittaker and I'm part of the Princes Risborough Interact Club. Here today we've just won our first dragon boat race at Eton Dorney.
Okay, and the Risborough Interactors, how are we doing? Right, have you got the same team as last time? So nobody needs safety briefing. Sunglasses?
Yeah, if you shout faster, you two will do the 1, 2, 3, 4 motion, and we'll follow you. And I need everyone shouting out 1, 2.
And when it's the last quarter, we bomb it. Yeah, last quarter. Because I don't want to come away from this and not be tight.
Ready? Attention. Go.
Okay, hold it there please. Teams, are you ready? Attention, go!
Also in 2013, Princess Risborough School Interactors and Interactors from the Royal Grammar School helped Rotarians organise and run a charity fundraising community firework night.
Young people, both boys and girls, and they're pleased to interact.
Just to tell you again, we've got some young people in Rotary tabards walking around helping us tonight. Young members of the Interact Club of Princess Risborough, based here at the school. They're all young Rotarians and they help out on the service before self motto. So if you see there's a couple of young lads and there's a couple of young ladies, if you see them, they're selling fire things, do have a word if you're at all interested in the workings of the Interact Club. And our President, John Hughes, is very grateful to our Interactors for helping out in this event and for joining us for several other events raising money. So that's the Interact Club of Princess Risborough, and we're grateful to Rotary Master of the School for opening the club on the school site, allowing us to ask the Interactors to help here tonight.
There you go.
Thanks, love.
We both recently joined the Interact Club at school, and today we're helping out at the fire club. We hope to help out the community, raising money for charity really and local events.
Another event, organised by the Princess Risborough Interactors, has been a quiz night that very successfully raised money for the Dream Flight charity, enabling seriously ill and disabled children to go on a holiday of a lifetime to Orlando, Florida. An ongoing Interact project combining community involvement and fundraising is the Dementia Cafe in Princess Risborough, where interactors and older people share experiences and memories together.
My name's Kim. I'm the Centre Manager at the Princess Centre in Princess Risborough. And for the past 8 months we've been working alongside the Interactors from the school in Princess Risborough. They came up with the idea to introduce a Dementia Cafe to the Princess Centre for my older people. The Interactors come down to the centre the first Wednesday of every month, and last year it was regular before they broke up for half term. And the clients look forward to their visits. They very much enjoyed certain members of the Interactors. Some people had taken a little shine to certain members of the Interactors, so that was always nice to see. When they walk in, although their short-term memory was phased, they sometimes remembered the Interactors, which was lovely. The other side of the Interactors is that they were prolific fundraisers, and they managed to raise money and buy a smart TV, which enables them to come down to the centre and work with the clients using the smart TV connected to the internet. So one of my clients will tell one of the students where they were born and brought up, and the students can actually Google images of that and sit with the client and show them and point out where they used to live. And that is a great source of memory prodding for my older people.
Well, we lived in the hire boat and go around the island, and then they drop you off.
It's not loading. It's been so slow.
Yeah.
So this is the church that they've just shown us here, St Michael's.
St Michael's.
Yep. And this is the church here. It doesn't look like it's changed a lot.
No.
It looks
No.
a bit whiter.
No. I have two young sisters right there.
Most of my clients suffer from dementia. I'd say 95% of my clients have dementia in one way or another, either Alzheimer's or dementia. So memory is a big thing for my clients. They have long-term memory, but they don't have short-term memory. So when the interactors have been visiting, they've been aiming for the long-term memory, so talking about where they were born, where they were brought up, and their early years, which has been quite a positive thing for our clients. They get a great deal of joy out of talking about their childhood and what went on when they were children, and the interactors can relate to that by telling them what life is like now for younger people. So it's been a great source of working partnership within Princes Risborough.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then I went to work in a man shop that sold ladies' gore skirts and tailoring.
Wow.
And so I learnt all my skills of sewing in there.
Sewing, yeah.
So I stayed there until I married, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, when did you get married?
Oh my God, it was so long ago. I can't remember, 19. Oh God, I'm 83. I think I was, I can't remember.
Where did you meet your husband?
Archie. Don't even remember that either. It was too long ago, love.
When the interactors first started coming down to the centre, it was very new to them. Some of them didn't have experience of dementia or Alzheimer's, and some never even had older people in their families. So for some, it was a very daunting experience for them to come in and just start talking to people that were elderly. You saw their confidence grow over the weeks. They became very familiar with the clients. They got, you know, they were on first term names. They got to know a little bit about the older people, and they remembered that, and they talked to them as if they'd known them for ages. And you could slowly see the interactors, the students, relaxing over the weeks, and by the time they left, it was quite sad to see them go. You know, they'd been a big part of the centre. And they've made quite a difference to the people's lives. The interactors have come and they've joined in on our fun days and our Christmas fairs, and their contribution has added to our income, because any money they raise they donate to us, which has been a great source for us. It's very heartwarming to know that the youth of today are taking such an interest in our older generation, and I'd hope to think that with that brings respect for our older generation and for all that they've done for this country. And in a way, it sets the footings for the younger people in their future. So I hope they have that.
Rotary sponsored one of the 2012 Interactors by donating £500 as a contribution to her travelling to Uganda in 2014 to teach sport and other educational activities. Previously, Rotary had sponsored another Interactor who had spent her summer holiday doing similar work in Swaziland. At the end of each year, Rotary organise an Interactors Fun Day Out. This has included gliding with Rotarians at Oxford Gliding Club and sailing at a local sailing centre. These events are planned as a thank you to the Interactors for all their hard work. Interactors contribute a great deal to their local community and to a wide range of charities, but they also develop a range of skills and find a number of rewards in addition to their various contributions.
I don't think it's just about supporting good causes, it's the social aspect as well, which is great for me. Like, we can meet up with each other, go for social events. The gliding, for example, is something we're going to be planning for this year. For me, as being president of the Interact Club, it's definitely helped me with my leadership skills. You feel more confident within yourself and everything you're doing.
Here at Interact, as well as raising money for charities, we also like to socialise as friends too. For example, we all went out for a meal at the local Chinese restaurant, where we got to know each other a bit better outside of the challenges of raising money for others. I made new friends from this and got to learn a bit more about the people I was working with.
One of the most exciting and positive elements of this project has been the very positive feedback that we've received from a number of people, including parents, the staff involved, and of course the students themselves. One particular person that I would say the champion of the whole project within the school, our head of sixth form, has been particularly astute in noticing how much more confident our youngsters have become in terms of project planning, in terms of being able to speak in public arenas. And as I said, I think one of the key elements is this ability to interact with across generations, and to see that what would seem to be gulfs are actually, there are no gulfs. There's a huge number of bridges that we've now had the opportunity to cross. I'm hugely optimistic about the project and interactors as a concept. I think it is a wonderful opportunity for the community of Princes Risborough and wider than that of Buckinghamshire, of the UK, and indeed of the world, to be interacting, and the clue is always in that word, in interactions. The more interactions, positive interactions that we can have, the better society is going to be, and I can only see Princes Risborough and the Rotarians here growing together to make more and more opportunities. So I'm very optimistic about the future.
This video has demonstrated young people developing and deploying practically the Rotary ideal of service above self as proud and enthusiastic members of the Rotary family. To find out more about sponsoring an Interact Club, contact your district youth representative, and this video can be found on the district website.